4 credibility killers for long-term disability claims. There are things that you can do and actions you can take when it comes to long-term disability that can absolutely hamper your claim. They can turn a claim from approved or pending approved to denied. There are steps you can take that will delay your claim. If you're watching this video, you're wondering about a long-term disability claim. My name's Jeff Mitchell. I'm a disability lawyer and I help disabled workers get access to benefits. At Nova Injury Law, we represent disabled workers against insurance companies who are in it for themselves. They're in it for their profits and not you, even though you paid premiums, either directly or through your employer. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 credibility killers, how you can impact their assessment of your claim. The first one is about doctors, and it's about you skipping appointments or not being a regular attendee at your doctor's office. It is just critical that before you leave work, when you're leaving work and after, that you're going to the doctor, that you're reporting why you can't work, what your disabling condition is, why you could work before and why you can't work now. Not just your doctor though, you need to be consistently attending treatment with anyone else in your circle of care. If that's a physiatrist, a massage therapist, a physiotherapist, whatever it is, you have to go because insurance companies look at people applying for long-term disability and they say, you're not going to your visits, you're not being compliant, you're not motivated to improve, you can't really be disabled. So you want to prevent that notion, that suggestion from even existing at the insurance company by going to every single appointment. And here's a key tip. If you can't go because you're sick, you have to take care of family, or there's a snowstorm, call the office. Tell them that you can't go because they'll write down why you couldn't attend rather than you just skipping out or not attending your appointment. Number 2 is not following recommended treatment plans. If your doctor suggests that you do something, if it's medically reasonable, if it's not invasive, you should do it. Now, I'm not a doctor and I can't give you medical advice, but I can tell you from a claim perspective, if you go to your doctor, if you trust in your doctor, but then you won't follow their recommendations, you're going to have problems. Your doctor has a medical degree, they have training, they're licensed by the province to practice medicine. If they've made recommendations after seeing you, you are likely wise to follow them. If they suggest that you go see a specialist, follow through on that recommendation and go see the specialist. If they suggest a course of medication or therapy, try it, unless you have a great reason not to. If you aren't keen on following through on a treatment plan or a recommendation, have that discussion with your doctor. Explain to him or her why that isn't reasonable or what your concerns are. You don't need to do everything, especially if it's invasive or it's not medically supported or there's a concern, religious, ethical, or otherwise, why it's not right for you. But if it isn't right for you, you have to explain that to your doctor because it's going to go into your medical file. And as a disability lawyer, I depend on that information to justify what my client did and didn't do. Number 3 is about claim deadlines. There are deadlines for all long-term disability claims, and you want to make sure that you're on top of them or that your lawyer's making sure that you're on top of them. So of course, there's deadlines when it comes to submitting your application form, and you want to make sure that that gets in a timely fashion. You want to show commitment to your long-term disability claim. In addition to your application form, there's a medical report and an employer form that will be completed, that will be needed as well before the insurance company actually processes your claim. So be timely about it and follow up. Make sure that your doctor does the paperwork. Make sure that your employer submits their paperwork. If the insurance adjuster calls you to ask questions, take that call or get back to them if they leave a voicemail. You want to show them that you're committed to the claim, that you believe in your claim, that you're bought in to the fact that you're disabled, that you know it, and that you deserve and demand compensation because you're entitled to it. If you don't believe that you're owed the compensation, they will know it and they will not treat you with the same level of care. And the 4th key credibility killer is inconsistent activities. We are living in an era of technology and social sharing. If you are disabled, it means you cannot do the duties of your occupation. But the insurance company will look at your life and what you're able to do. They will search you on the internet and hire investigators often to go and find what they can about you on the internet. They'll look at your social media, they'll look at internet sites, they'll look at Twitter, they'll look at bios, they'll look at everything possible to gather photos and information from your friends and your families, whatever's out there. Expect them to see it. Not only that, but even in litigation, they can request information that isn't public, even if you've turned off the privacy setting to make it more closed down. Disclosure rules often require that information to be provided to the insurance company. Even photographs that you haven't posted, trip photos, vacation photos, photos that show your best moments and your best days, those can be produced as part of the action. So you have to be very cautious and think about your activities and think about what's being documented. And if it doesn't reflect your actual level of function, you should think twice. And you should always be considering, does this photo, does this moment, does this activity reflect my actual disabled state? If I can do more at home than at work, the insurance company is going to have questions about that. So I have a detailed conversation with my clients to say, why can't you work? What are those actions? What is your out of work time like? What activities can't you do? And I have them think through their activities and whether they are consistent or inconsistent with what they can do at work. Disability benefits are owed to people who are disabled based on the test. I am all about understanding the contractual terms, understanding eligibility, explaining this to my client so that we can make a clear plan and that my client can act in a consistent way, a logical way that builds a persuasive claim. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's about restoring access to disability benefits to those that need them, about financial relief when you need it most. If you have questions about a long-term disability claim, how to build your claim, how to make sure that your credibility comes through for what it is, to make sure that you don't fall victim to the tactics that the disability insurers will put before you, you should contact me. My name's Jeff Mitchell. I'm a long-term disability lawyer and owner of Nova Injury Law. I answer questions from people who are disabled and get them answers that are helpful, that are informative, and help them make great next steps when it comes to securing benefits. I look forward to hearing from you, and I wish you all the best.